Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the albertleelive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
We're here at Hike Field and ready for some VFW baseball action here. The 3-1 Albert Lee VFW against the 5-8 Rochester Century VW. And they are playing a lot more games because, of course, the high school varsity baseball team went all the way to the section consolation finals, and so played past the start of this season. So they had to move some games here for these guys, and they only got 4 games in, but they've done well. And we're going to talk to Rich Yost, who is the manager of the team, coming up here in just a bit. Let's take a quick break, and we'll hear from some of our great sponsors, Mr. Sandless and Cento, as well as GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT. Also, Service Master by Ayat, as the managers are going to come out and meet and exchange lineup cards, and we'll get ready to go here. I don't even know if we have a national anthem singer or what's going on here. It's kind of bare bones. Rich Yost he goes, I'm like a solo today. Brian Snavely is his assistant. I don't think he's here today, so it's all Rich. But he's an old pro. He's been at it. Let's take a break, and we'll hear from Rich coming up.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
All right, we're at the VFW game here at Hike Field for today, and Rich Yost is the manager of the team, and you guys are off to a good start. Your boys are 3-1.
Yeah, didn't know what to expect, and they came out hitting the ball, and so far putting runs on the board.
Yeah, it's like double figures a couple times, huh?
Yeah, we've had a couple of times where they put it together in an inning or a couple innings, and then the defense held.
Who's been hitting hard? A couple names here. Some of the better hitters early.
So Casey Alvey's been leading us from game to game. Obviously, we cheat a little, and then Graham Goskeson gets to come and play both Legion and VFW because of their age, and he hits cover off the ball all the time. Last game, Peyton Alberts went 3 for 3, and so it's kind of spread out. There's not been one big hero, but everybody's contributing.
Good defense so far?
Yeah, very few errors. Obviously, we got 3 or 4 guys who didn't play school ball, so they're kind of dusting the cobwebs off, but they've been filling in and doing a good job.
Not a lot of these guys were on the varsity high school squad that went to the consolation finals there in this section, but I bet it fired them up.
Yeah, there was a couple that got a taste of it, sat on the bench, got to feel what that was like. So that's great for them, and they're excited.
How about the arms from the mound? How are they looking? How many you got in a rotation?
Well, we're trying. I think right now we've got about 3 guys that have been the mainstay in 4 games in. It's hard to tell, but we've tried a couple different guys here and there. A couple surprises that I'm going to keep under wraps.
Sure.
And then some other guys that have been. We got. I think we got the 9th grade pitcher. The JV pitcher of the year in Drake Sternhagen. He pitched the last game, went 4 innings. Casey Alvey's been pitching. Preston Smith is here, but he won't pitch for us, being a Legion pitcher. So,
Yeah, looking good. What do you know about Century? They're 5-8 is all I know.
they've got more games in. They got a lot of kids, and the program's usually pretty solid, especially at this level. A lot of athletes.
I think they've made a coaching change already this early season. I heard that over there anyway. So that is a little bit of my conversation with Rich Yost earlier. We're ready to go here. It's Casey Olvey pitching for Albert Lee. And he is ready to go against Logan Elliott, the opposing pitcher for Century, who takes ball one. 1-0, and it's a high, tight fastball there for a 2-0 start to Elliott. It's Logan Elliott, Noah Mangeson, and Ethan Weidrich. First three batters to face off. He has a strike call as he hits the strike zone. And, 5-8 Century. And we heard a little bit about some coaching changes. I don't think it's like a big deal. Happens all the time. Varsity coach sometimes is forced into duty, and then all of a sudden they find somebody who can come and do, I shouldn't say varsity, but a Legion coach. I got to get out of my high school talk here. Legion and VFW. Yes, we have a 3-2 count now on leadoff batter Logan Elliott. And Olvey, he fouls one straight back. We'll do full count again. Olvey, 6 pitches in. First batter. Take care of him here. Well, this is laced to left, but in the air long enough for a left fielder, Ethan Hauser, to get under that one and make the grab. So a F7 for the first out, and Noah Mangeson. Mangeson is his shortstop, right-handed batter. Olvey with a fly ball out. Casey Olvey pitching to Graham Goskeson. There's a strike called. Around the infield, you've got Drew Olvey over at third today. Drake Sternhagen's at second. The shortstop is Preston Smith. And at first base is Aiden Jensen. And on the outfield, we just saw Ethan Hauser make a catch. Bryson Gilliam out in center. And in right, it's Cooper Rassler. Yeah. It's a 1-1 count now to the second man up. And Mangeson flies one to left center. Oh, off the glove of center fielder Gilliam out there. And nice long run for him. Bryson almost caught up to that, but you got to call it a base hit because he was, after a long run, reaching and did hit his glove. But I'll give Noah the base hit there. And they got a runner with one out and a lefty, Ethan Weidrich, the right fielder for Century VFW, coming up here. Wide stance, ready to go, waving the bat. And he puts one in the air, but it's not going to leave. It's actually going backwards. As we didn't see it there, but making the catch just out of our frame was catcher Goskeson for the second out. So a pop to the catcher, 2 down and a runner at first with Gavin Lynch, the first baseman, another lefty up. And he takes the first pitch. Oh, actually a run down the second and safe is Mangeson. Steal there, so it's a 0-1 count, I think is what the ump just said. And getting his lead out there, Mangeson, and that is the ball. 1-1, I believe. Olvey checking the runner, delivers. On that corner for a strike. Called. The ball and 2 strikes to Lynch. 2 down and runner at second. And the pitch is up high and outside. So trying to get him to bite, but did not. 2-2 to Gavin Lynch. Casey Olvey, again, checking the runner, the right-hander. Delivers right back towards us, and we'll do 2-2 again here. Cohen Reese on deck, should Lynch reach. I'll try and angle this camera here. We have the one behind the plate that we're watching. That's mostly the balls and strikes. And then this other one through the fence as 2-2 is fouled off again for some of the catches out there. We'll have that view if I remember to go to it and follow the action. Speaking of Richie Elspian on his own run in the team today, there's swing and a miss. And Olvey's got his first strikeout, and it ends the first half inning. They got the base hit and stolen base, but stranded him out there. And so one hit and one left on, no damage done, as the Albert Lee VFW comes to bat here in the bottom of the first on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Back here, scoreless. Bottom of the first coming up here is Preston Smith leading off. He's shortstop for Albert Lee today. Casey Olvey will bat second. He's the pitcher. Graham Goskeson up third, and catching center fielder Bryson Gilliam would be cleanup batter. Drew Olvey, third base, batting fifth. Aiden Jensen will go sixth. He's playing first base. Left fielder Ethan Hauser seventh. Drake Sternhagen, the second baseman, goes eighth, and Cooper Ressler will bat ninth. He's out in right field. Only three bench players here for Albert Lee today that I was given. Peyton Alberts, who had a huge day in the last game with 3 hits, 3 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. Nate Herr also on the bench here starting out anyway. 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 RBI double in that last game. And Brendan Soper, an RBI and a run scored. So lots of numbers on the bench just from that last game. But they've been doing well all year long. In the 4 games that they played, had to move a couple around with the run to the section consolation final. Lost to the West. Man, they almost got to the championship round there against East. I don't know how they would have fared, but they would have had 2 chances. If they win the first one anyway, they would have had to win 2. It would have been tough, but man, they had a good run there. Here's Logan Elliott facing Preston Smith to start things here in the bottom of the first, scoreless at Ike Field, and that's strike one called from the right-hander Elliott. Strikeout to end the inning for Casey Olvey. Nice job from the hill. And he's up next as that one comes in too far inside. 1-1. I don't have any. I was given the numbers for the first 4 games just before the game, so I don't have anything added up, or I just know kind of what they did last game, and I don't think Preston played because I didn't see his he may have pitched and not hit. It's a 2-1 count now to Preston. Yeah, he checks his swing but doesn't go, and it's 3-1. So after a strike, 3 straight outside the zone. But Smith says, no. And on that one, it's a strike called. So a full count here to Preston. Casey Olvey, the pitcher, and Graham Goskeson, the catcher, coming up here. Three, 2, and it's fouled. We'll do it again. At Legion and VFW baseball next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday is the American Legion team, and Wednesday and Friday will be these guys. As this is lifted to the right side and caught out there. I didn't switch my camera position, did I? No. And it's 1 up and 1 down on a fly to right by Preston Smith. Olvey's up. He had a couple of hits in the last game. They win over Cass in Manorville. 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored for Casey in that game. He steps in right-hand side and faces Elliott with first pitch called strike 1. That is in the air to left and running back and losing track of it. The left fielder, so on his way to second and keeping the hot hitting going is Casey Olvey with a double, a 1-out double for Graham Goskeson, the catcher who had a couple of RBIs in that Casson win, scored a run. Graham getting a lot of play on both teams, as you heard Richie Ost say. He's a tweener. Gets to play for both. He had a good run in the varsity high school team, too, this year. And I think that's a strike call, by the way, so strike 1 to Graham. I guess you could say they overachieved, but also maybe they just got it going at the right time of the year. And, man, they ran. Not only did they make a run through the section, they shut everybody out for a while there until they got to the East-West. Or West, anyway. East beat them in the first round. That's outside. So 1-1 to Goskeson hitting with 1 out and a runner on in scoring position. As Elliott checks Olvey out there 3 times and now delivers. And this is again to left. And, boy, they're playing shallow, and it's just going way over their head. Well, they'll learn. Here's an RBI double for Goskeson. Oh, yeah, I do have another angle, don't I? I got to get in the habit of that once it's hit to go to the other angle. It's not that hard, folks. I could probably do it. But an RBI for Graham as Olvey scores the opening run of the game, and we're off and flying again. These bats have been smoking this year for the VFW team. And the Legion off to a 1-0 start. Already a conference on the mound after a fly out and then back-to-back doubles. For a 1-0 advantage. Bryson Gilliam coming up, center fielder. Number 7, looks like a lefty. Getting some advice from Nate Herr. As the mound conference continues, is somebody hurt out there, the left fielder? I missed that. Sorry about that. I wasn't even looking out there as they were walking him off. So I thought they were talking to the pitcher after surrendering a run and only getting 1 out so far, back-to-back doubles. You know, you never know. Kind of early for a mound visit, but I guess the coach didn't go out there. He was out to grab his left fielder. So I don't have a number on the replacement there, but we will get to the Gilliam at bat here, Bryson. 2 hits for these Albert Lee boys. I guess I could look up the opponents next week, but that's what my schedule says. 4 games in 4 days, and I guess we got some rain scheduled, but who knows? I mean, they've said a couple times lately it was going to rain, and it didn't rain much. Field looks good here. There was a puddle on the tarp that covers the pitcher's mound when we got here, but Jay Anderson does a good job keeping track of this field, and he's got it in really nice shape. That's a outside pitch to the lefty Gilliam, so ball 1 as Olvey dance. Actually, that's Goskeson out there dancing around at second with his big lead. And the 1-0 is low. 2-0. So the VFW team mostly is freshmen and sophomores. The JV team, actually, they're going to be sophomores and juniors, aren't they, next year? And the Legion team made up of mostly the older guys that are graduated, technically, seniors this year, and juniors, and then Goskeson and others may get up there. That one hit him, so he's going to actually take his base. Or was that a 4-pitch walk on that lost track? Because Goskeson made it to third on the wild pitch, I guess. So it was a walk for Gilliam, and that brings up Drew Olvey. Scored a couple of runs in that Casson win. Third baseman. When runners at the corners and one down here in the bottom of the first. Already up 1-0. That was right over the plate, but on his way to second, unchallenged, was Bryson Gilliam with the stolen base. Strike one to Olvey. As he watched the first one, low but over. And that one is also called a strike. So 0-2 to Drew. Aiden Jensen on deck, the first baseman. Another lefty. And the pitch is across and a called third strike. Now, all three, I think, were called strikes to Drew, and he didn't look too happy about that. But it is the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Elliott, and Aiden Jensen's up, lefty first baseman. See if he can get this extra knocker. Oh, hit him in the lead shoulder there. And he takes first, and the first hit batter, although that walk earlier to Gilliam was suspicious. It looked like it might have hit him on the foot. They are going to switch Goskeson out there at third. They got a new pinch runner for him. Like Brendan Soper, is it? Number 3, yeah. Brendan out there running at third. At second is Bryson Gilliam, and at first, Aiden Jensen having just been hit by a pitch. Ethan Hauser now up. 7 batters so far with 2 down. Bases loaded. And Elliott's pitch curves over but high, so ball 1. Sternhagen on deck. Should Hauser reach, and then Rassler. See if they can bat around the first. Keep the hot bats going. That is outside to the right-handed batting Hauser, so 2-0 start to him. Everybody gets their leads, and Elliott leans into the pitch. That one hits the corner, according to the ump on the outside, so 2-1. A fly ball to right led the inning off. Then back-to-back doubles produced an RBI for Graham Goskeson. A walk, a stolen base, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. That one's fouled off. Makes it 2-2 to Ethan. Got our 2-2 pitch on the way. That's high. It gets away from the catcher, but not nearly enough away from him to make anybody want to run, but it is a full count. 2 down, base is jammed, and a 3-2 count for Ethan Hauser. And he gets a hold of one, but it is going to go way over. I thought it was going to go more to center, but that was right in the gap. Beautiful bases clearing double for Ethan Hauser. A 3 RBI double. Everybody was running the bat. Those outfielders looked like they knew where it was and were tracking it, but then when it landed, it looked like they had no idea where it was going. Right between the two of them out in left center. So 3 doubles in the inning. 4 runs now. And now a serious mound visit as we've had 7 batters, still 2 outs, but now runner at second for Drake Sternhagen. And the right-handed batting second baseman will have to wait to see them discuss this. It's only the first inning, folks. I'm going to have to try and get used to that extra camera. I do not. Usually I have a student running things, but we're not in school now, so they don't have the Tiger Vision class, so I don't have any help. And, yeah, I got to know things. And if you know me, you're laughing right now. 3-2. No, I got to clear that. It's new batter, Drake Sternhagen here with a runner at second and 2 down. 4 runs in here in the bottom of the first for Albert Lee. That one is outside and low. And Cooper Wrestler on deck. So Soper, Gilliam, and Aiden Jensen all scored on that bases clearing double from Hauser. He's dancing around at second. Sun is beaming down now, comes out from behind the clouds. It's been a mostly cloudy day, but that's a peak of sunshine there. It's a ball there, 2-1 now to Drake. He's got an RBI opportunity here, base hits. We've been just blasting them out to left and left center, and 3 doubles here in this first inning. That one misses. Umpire shaking his head. 3-1. As Elliott probably thought that was close enough, but the ump said nope. 3-1. 2 down here, runner at second. And Drake fouls one back off the plate, so a 3-2 count. And deep in a lot of these. Last batter, Hauser was 3-2. Leadoff batter, Preston Smith went 3-2. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this first inning as Elliott, as he checks the runner, and a 3-2 on the way to Drake is high and tight, and he takes his base. Second walk. 2 walks and a hit batter, and 3 doubles. First and second now for 9-hitter Cooper Wrestler coming up here, the right fielder. They look very Twins-like in their powder blue jerseys. Old school Twins-like. There's a swing and a foul back for Cooper, and it's a strike. They play 7 here for VFW, I'm told, and then they play 3 extra innings to try and get everybody else who hasn't been in the game, if there is such a thing. That's on the ground, and it's going to be a long throw for the shortstop. It's up the line, but they got him. Nice stretch there by the first baseman, Gavin Lynch. Shortstop Noah Manguson led him up the line a little bit, but he was able to make that one, and they leave 2 stranded to the Tigers, but they come across with 4 runs in the bottom of the first to take the early lead here, 4-0 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
4-0 start here for Albert Lee as they batted around. 9 batters, 4 runs, 3 doubles, 2 walks, a hit batter, a strikeout in that inning as well for Elliott. But, boy, 1 ground ball out, 1 fly ball out, and 1 strikeout. As Century comes to bat here, they went 4 batters in that first inning, ending with a strikeout for Olvey. And Cohen Reese, the center fielder, will lead off. He's a left-handed batter. It's their 3rd lefty in a row in their lineup. And he takes strike 1. How you doing? It's hot up here in the press box. I got some windows. I got some crosswind, but the wind's not coming in here. Going out to left, and that's where Elberly's been hitting them. Not that they've been wind aided at all, because right now the wind is not doing much. But that's a strike, by the way, 0-2. As Olvey given a 4-run lead here, and that's a slow grounder to short. Too slow because he got past Preston for an E6, and Reese is on. Sometimes they just take too long. It took a little hop at the end there, right over his glove. He thought he had it. Got to charge those maybe a little bit. I was always told to charge the second baseman. Charge it, charge it. Yeah. Sometimes the major leaguers do. But that's what they used to always do. That's where I learned that. Here's a hit to left, but it's foul. So Max Oetlicher is the catcher. He fouls one. It looked like he had some power behind that swing. It's an 0-1. Says 2 outs on the scoreboard, but this is just the second batter of the inning. That's inside. There we go. I think it's a 1-1. Oh, they throw over to first. Diving back in. Safely is Reese. Nice move over there by Casey. And nice combination. First baseman Jensen. And his runner is going. The throw goes to the wrong side of the bag by Goskeson. And safe is Reese at second. Second steal for the Panthers on the day. I think it's 2-1, but let's see if the ump gives us a signal here. Eventually he will. It's 1-1 as far as I'm concerned. That's a foul. It's at least 1-2. 2-2, he says. Look at that. Runner at second, 2-2 count. Second inning, the twos are wild. Here's the pitch from number 2, and it's inside. So full count here to Max Oetlicher. Runner gets a big lead over there at second, and that's fouled straight back. Do it again. Oh, he is aiming for my camera. It's wobbling a little bit. And I got one hooked up to the backstop. Something for the boys to shoot for, I guess. Here's the full count again from Casey. That's inside. He's going to lose him. His first walk. Given up. Puts runners at first and second with nobody out here in the second. He's got a 4-run lead, but let's not mess around here, Casey. It's Joran Solak, the left fielder, up now. 7-hitter in the lineup with 2 on and nobody out. Left fielder, right-handed batter. Waving the bat and ready to go here as that is called a strike. Casey checking that runner at second, Reese. Oetlicher had. Now they're going to have a throw to second, but not quite fast enough. As Reese was hip to that, but it was closer than it should have been. A pretty low throw there. If he could have got there a little sooner, I could have tagged him on the leg before he stepped on the bag. That's fouled out of play. And he's got him 0-2 now. Looking for his first out of the inning here, Casey. And double play is in order. Strikeout's nice, and he gets it. His second K. Swinging there, and 1 down. So Leighton Bush, the 8-hitter, third baseman, up next. With 1 down and runners at first and second. Now a double play can end the inning. Something on the ground here. He has 1 fly ball out, a couple of strikeouts, and it's a strike called. Well, air outs, I'd say. 1 was a pop to the catcher, but and he heaves one in there. That's foul territory, but maybe playable. No, they're not going to get to it. Third baseman, left fielder, shortstop all made a play for it, but could not catch up, and it's an 0-2 count again to Bush this time. He had 0-2 on Oetlicher, and actually it was Reese he had 0-2 on, and then he got on with that error on the grounder to short. Ooh, get a wasp in the press box. Another throw to second, and I say it. Whoa, that was close. They were close the first time. That was much closer. As Reese just got back in there, and 0-2 still the count. One out. Sternhagen playing over by second, the second baseman. And they turn the throw again. This time, it goes into the outfield, but no advancement as he was diving back in. So there was another. That's 3 close plays at second. They got something cooking there. Shortstop, deep. Second baseman over by the bag again. That's inside. And ball 1. 1-2. As Casey looks at the runner and then delivers in a weak swing there, and his second strikeout in a row, third of the game. And there's 2 down. Yeah, he says, I'll put them on and then I'll just take care of them all. 2 down for 9-hitter Chester Collins, the second baseman. Casey again. That would be fun to get the pickoff as the third out. Drake's over there again. He looks a few times, but then the foul ball, strike 1. Every time they hit the fence, they make my camera wobble a little bit. It still has a good frame, though, of home plate. We got a hungry wasp in here somewhere lurking overhead. Here's the pitch, and it's inside, 1-1. I'm always told if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone, so we'll see. Oh, he's right between us here. Open that window, you might fly out. Is that unlocked? This strike is called 1-2 to Collins. 2 outs, 2 on, and a 4-0 Alberley lead here over Century at Hike Field. As runners go, the swing and a miss, though. He actually struck out the side in order after an error and a walk, I guess it was. Was it a walk or a base hit? Anyway, they had 2 on and left him there. So scoreless for Century after 2. And the Albertley VF coming up here. Try and add to their 4-0 lead on AlbertleyLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
So 4 strikeouts for Casey Olvey after 2 innings of pitching, and 3 in a row here to end the second after he had a guy reach on an error to the shortstop and then walked the guy. But left them stranded, and it's 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the second here. And LB batted around that first inning, so it's top of the order Preston Smith, who flew out to right in his first at-bat. And then it was double city, 3 doubles, including a bases-clearing double by Ethan Hauser. And Logan Elliott in his second inning work, taking his final warm-up tosses. So it'll be Smith, Casey Olvey, and Graham Goskeson. Four nothing, and they're 3-1 on the year. VFW boys off to a good start here. Like I said, they have 7 innings, and then they'll play 3 extra to get everybody else in who didn't play. So the only stats that count go through 7, I guess. And I didn't ask, but what if it's tied after 7? They rely on everybody else to untie it. Strike 1. He's called to Preston. He had a full count his first time up and then popped one out to right. That's outside. Even at 1-1 to the shortstop. Preston, error in that second inning. Hopped right over his glove, and I thought maybe he could have charged it a little bit more. So if your family, Preston, is upset I gave you an error, they can come talk to me about it. But I played a little infield. That is in the air. He'll probably tell you he should have had that. This is in the air to left, but camping under it. Boy, they've had some trouble out there in left, but that looked all right with a fly out, and Preston's 0 for 2. One down here in the second for Casey Alvey, who doubled and scored a run his first time up. Back-to-back doubles by he and Goskison, who's on deck, and then later in the inning, another bases-clearing double from Ethan Hauser. All to left center. Over the head. They were playing so shallow, and still the center fielder's playing shallow. And we hit it over their heads. It's a 1-0 count here to Casey. He only had 2 pitches, saw 2 pitches the first at-bat and doubled. And that one just misses inside, and it's 2-0. Mentioned in that last game, he had 2 hits, did Casey, 2 RBIs, scored 3 times. They've been really scoring a lot of runs, double figures several times here. Or a few. They only played 4 games. A couple times they've got the double figures. As a change of balls here, a 2-1 count with 1 out. Bottom of the second for Albert Lee. The 4-0 advantage. That was a flare to the pitcher. 2 up, 2 down for Graham Goskison, who had an RBI double in the first inning and scored a run. Had a couple RBIs in their win over Casson, their last game. I mentioned I got the numbers that weren't crunched for me. I got box scores, or not box scores. I got scorebook pictures of their 4 games. I'll have to go and get my abacus out and figure it all out. But I did look at their last game over Casson. I got some of those offensive numbers here, as it's 1-0 now to Goskison. That was inside and low. 2-0. Busy next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right here at Hike Field. 2 Legion, 2 VFW games. Alternating days. It's 3-0 now, as Elliott's been in trouble most of this game. His outfielders didn't help him on those 3 doubles that went way over their heads. But he hasn't helped himself either. He's hit a batter. He's walked 2. And that's outside another walk. Make it 3 walks. Bryson Gilliam up. He had a walk, a steal, and a run scored. Oh, yeah, we got, is that, okay, that's, looks like Nate Herr, 16, yep. Nate Herr is out there running at first for Graham. We'll put on the catcher's gear, the lobster outfit. And that's outside, ball 1 to Gilliam, the lefty. One of 2 lefties in the lineup here, Aiden Jensen the other. For Richie Ost. Brian Snavely is the assistant, not here today, I don't think. That's a throw over to first, and back safely is Herr. And we have a 1-0 count still to Gilliam. Bryson patrolling center field today and digs in here with the 1-0 on the way. And that's on that outside corner, called a strike. So 1-1. He doesn't crowd the plate, so that would have been a reach to get to that one, but I think he could have got it. So the umpire's closer anyway. There goes the runner. And the throw's way off to the left. Better improve your aim there, youngster. That was easy steal for her. A runner in scoring position with 2 down. See if Bryson can knock him in here. It's a 1-2 count, as that was a strike. Checks the runner and delivers. And a swing and a miss. Ends the inning. Second strikeout for Elliott. And they didn't push a run across, but they leave one out there in scoring position. Still, though, the 4-0 lead through 2 here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Hyatt today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Well, I've been shirking my duties here. I do have the 4 runs up now, finally, in the third inning, but they scored in the first. And I guess I got to keep track of balls and strikes, too. See, I usually have student help here. I'm not used to running everything. I'm not smart enough to do everything. And now I got to do that for the next 14, 15 games here. While the kids are off for summer, I have to threaten my daughter into helping me somehow. I don't know. She said she was going to try, but today didn't work out. So, great Father's Day Eve for me. Thanks a lot. As Alvy's ready to go here, he's looked pretty sharp here. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit. Through 2 innings. He had 3 strikeouts in a row. He's got a string going here, top of the order, and Logan Elliott flew out to left his first time up on a 3-2 pitch. Here's his first shot is a ball up high. 4-0, top of 3, goes 7. We'll go 3 extra and get everybody some playing time here as they do in the VFW. That's a strike call. 1-1 to Logan Elliott. Their only hit was by the guy on deck, Noah Manguson, who singled with 1 out in the first. That's out of the zone, says the ump. 2-1. And then he stole second, but he was stranded there. They've had a walk other than that, but that's it for base runners. This is in the air, and Sternhagen going back makes the catch as he's converged on by the outfielders over there, Gilliam and Rassler. But Sternhagen makes the grab on a P4, so 1 up, 1 down for Noah Manguson. Like I mentioned, he singled and stole a base his first time up. And that is a strike. Called to Noah. Shortstop. Alby cruising right along here. Broke his string of 3 strikeouts in a row there with the pop-up, but that's a foul third base side. See if he can K Noah here with an 0-2 start to him. He looks like he's in control and not working too hard. He's thrown a lot less pitches than his opponent, Elliott. That's a slow roller to third. The throw is too high. As Jensen tried to stretch and keep his foot on the bag, but it went over his head. And so a bad throw there from Alvey, and then a close play at second. But he's in safely on the overthrow. So a high throw, I got to go E5, and then he goes to second on that. Ethan Weiderich popped out to the catcher his first time up. The lefty digs in with a runner at second now and 1 out in the third for Century. That's a foul at the plate. Strike 1 to Ethan. He's a right fielder. Well, the first of 3 lefties here in the lineup Gavin Lynch and Cohen Reese to follow. And he swings at a ball one, and that is now 0-2. That was quite a ways outside, it looked like to me. So nice disguise there for Olvey, and he got him to swing at it. Here's the 0-2. Ooh, that one a little low, but not much. 1-2. Runner gets his lead at second. Manguson, and that's inside, but called strike 3. That's 5 strikeouts for Casey Olvey, and 2 down here in the third. Gavin Lynch, left-handed hitting first baseman, struck out his first time up to end the first. See if he can get an RBI, or if Olvey can take care of it here, and he's on a roll. No doubt about it. That's inside too far, though. Ball one. And that one out to short. Nice diving play, but not able to get up and throw it anywhere. And why risk throwing it away? So a base hit. That's an infield single for Lynch. First and third as Manguson gets over there, and 2 down for Cohen Reese, left-handed batting center fielder who reached on an error to lead off the second and stole a base but was stranded at second. This is their farthest they've gotten a base runner to third. Now we're going to try and shut the door here as time is called by batter Reese. A bunt in the air. Nice job for Casey coming in to grab that one. And that is it. They leave 2 runners at the corners and can't scratch one across. Still a shutout going for Albert Lee as we head to the bottom of the third. 4-zip on AlbertLeeLive.com. I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee. Century has a couple of steals on the day here, but that's about all. They've got 2 hits, 2 singles is all, 2 steals, but 4 fly ball outs or air outs for Casey Olvey pitching, 5 strikeouts for Casey, and just 1 walk and those 2 hits. No runs, though, so he goes to the bottom of the third with a 4-0 lead, and Albert Lee will bat Drew Olvey, Aiden Jensen, and Ethan Hauser. Drew, the third baseman, right-handed batter, struck out his first time up. Logan Elliott, on the other hand, has given up.
Hey, get your exercise there.
He had 3 doubles in the first with a hit batter and a walk. And then just a walk in that second inning. Got 3 walks in a game, 1 hit batter, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 strikeouts, a ground ball out, a fly out, 2 flyouts. And he faces Drew here with strike called. Olvey scored a couple of runs in the Casson win. 0 for 1 here as he puts one in the air. Foul territory left side, but put away by the third baseman in foul territory over by the dugout for Albert Lee. 1 up, 1 down. For Aiden Jensen, hit by a pitch, and then ended up scoring a run in that bases clearing double for Hauser, who's on deck. Jensen, the second lefty in the lineup for Rich Yost. First baseman. Swings and fouls one to the right for strike one. I don't think there's an out there. You got an out on there.
There is one out.
Is there? I thought Olvey led off.
Yeah,
he just popped out. Well, you had that up there before he popped out. You were anticipating. Strike is called to Jensen. It's 0-2. He fouled off the first one, and that was a strike. So that's outside. 1-2. One, two, one out, and that's outside. 2-2. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Albertley lead. I still haven't mastered the camera angles or the balls and strikes. I keep forgetting I'm in charge of everything here. And we only have the one out, so there. I'll stop telling you how to do your job. I'll just concentrate on mine. 3-2 to Aiden as he lets it go, but it's a call. Third strike, and Jensen had thrown the bat and ready to go to first, but he's got to go sit down. As that is the third strikeout for Elliott, and the second out this inning. 2 up, 2 down for Ethan Hauser. He had that 3 RBI double in the first. He got stranded at second. And strike one called to him. The 0-1 is hit foul and out of play. First base side. 0-2 for Hauser. Drake Sternhagen on deck. That's going to be low and outside, so 1-2. That breaking pitch broke way too far, and here's a 1-2 count. That is in the air to left. That's going to be a tweener right between shortstop and left fielder. A base hit for Ethan. He's 2 for 2. A single and a double.
Go, kid.
And Drake Sternhagen with a walk in his leadoff at bat. Second baseman. Runner at first, 2 down. 8 hitter in the lineup here, Drake. Logan Elliott was ready to go. Drake wasn't, but he rips one right up the center of the field, and 2 on now. A little 2-out rally going here with back-to-back singles by Hauser and Sternhagen. Cooper Rassler, the 9-hitter, he had a ground ball to short. 0 for 1 on the day. The only ground ball out so far for Logan Elliott of Century. He's got 3 fly ball outs. He's struck out 3. I'm missing one there, but we'll figure it out. Here's the pitch. And it was high and inside, but he took a swing at it. It's going to hang up, though, for the left fielder to grab it. And that's the third out. So they've been through the order twice and got a 4-0 lead after 3 here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Casey Alvey still on the hill for Albert Lee's had a good day. 5 strikeouts, just 1 walk, couple of hits. No major damage at all. Just runner at third was the farthest they got, but he will face the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Max Oetliker, Joran Solak, and Leighton Bush.
Huh? I am. 16 for 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Nate Herr for Ethan Hauser.
3 for 22.
And Brendan Soper in for Drew Olvey at third. Defensively here for Albert Lee as Herr in for Hauser in left. And Olvey pitching here. Ball 1 to leadoff batter Max Oetliker. The catcher walked his first time up. 2-0. Took him to a full count and walked him. The only base on balls given up by Olvey on the day. That one's, way inside. Straightened his legs. Must have hit his pants or something because he's taking a base. Second walk for Casey. Leadoff walks. Sometimes they haunt you, but he hit a walk in the second inning, second batter up after an error, and they still didn't score. He struck out 3 in a row that inning. Let's see, he throws over to first. They've been throwing, they've been tipped off or something. They see something in these base runners because they went to second a lot. And first a few times, that's a strike call. Jaron Solak with a 0-1 count. Struck out his first time up. One of a handful of Olvey strikeouts. Here's the 0-1 and a check swing, but a strike called, 0-2. Olvey mowing down the bottom third of the order here. Time is called, and another peak of sunshine here. It's the wind now starting to blow into the press box. That's nice. As the strike is called, and he didn't leave let the bat up off his shoulder, but struck out for the second time of the game. 6 for Olvey now as he faces another strikeout victim, Leighton Bush, who went in 4 pitches last time up. It's on the ground. Nicely played there by shortstop. It goes the short way to second, and a nice job, Preston Smith to Sternhagen for the lead runner, 2 down. As Bush made it on a fielder's choice. And Chester Collins struck out his first time up. He's the 9 hitter, the second baseman. A 4-pitch strikeout. 2 down, runner on. Strike called in the inside. There's a base hit to center. It's actually second base. Barely, I think it even hit the dirt there, but everybody's safe. A little flare out there for Collins, and that's the 3rd hit of the game for the Panthers. And first and second out, top of the order, 2 down for Logan Elliott. Flew out to left, and he popped out to second. Casey checks the runner at second and then fires a strike. Oetliker out at second base here, and at first is Collins. This is shot to right, but it's right at, just a few steps in for right fielder Rassler to make the catch. And that's the 3rd out. And again, they leave 2. They've left a lot of runners out there. Not all of them in scoring position, but still a shutout going here for Albert Lee as they will come to bat at the bottom of the 4th on AlbertLeeLive.com. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
4-0, all 4 runs in that first inning for Albert Lee on 3 doubles. In fact, a bases clearing double for Ethan Hauser was the big hit. He's out of the game. Nate Herr replacing him in left field. But they're big batting here at the top of the order. Preston Smith 0 for 2 with a fly to right and a fly to left. And Logan Elliott continuing on the hill for his 4th inning of work. And he has given up the 4 runs on 3 hits. Oh, more than that. 5 hits. He's walked 3, hit 1. Struck out 3. Ready to go here, bottom of the 4th. 4-0 Albert Lee, and trying to add on here. Top of the order, Smith, Ulvi, Goskeson. And the righty delivers outside as ball 1. Preston waiting the 1-0 pitch here is on the way. Check, swing, and outside again, 2-0. Infield is not deep, except second base. And the outfield is not very deep. Strike is called. 2-1 to Preston. 0 for 2 day going here, needs a hit. Get in on the fun here, Preston, as he gets one right back to Elliott at the hill, and he'll throw him over to first for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. On a 1-3 put out for Casey Ulvi now. He doubled and scored and then popped out to the pitcher. That was that bunt. No, he caught the bunt. Get Bowser the dog out for again. You think he'd get used to people, but no. He barks every time we're over here. As a swing and a miss for Casey, strike 1. Yeah, really. No breeze anymore. It's going out to left a little bit. It's not very windy at all. Not very sunny at all either, so that's good. And this is ripped to left, but it's hanging up for their left fielder to make the grab, Jaron Solak. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th for Albert Lee. 5 fly ball outs for this Tiger offense. And here's Graham Goskeson, RBI double in the 1st. Walked, stole a base, got stranded at second in the 2nd. And that's inside and low. Ball 1 to Graham, who plays both the Legion and the VFW. We'll see how much of a workout he gets this coming week, because we have Legion games on Tuesday and Thursday and VFW games on Wednesday and Friday next week here at Hike. And that's a base hit to right. Little 2-out single. And Graham is on with his 2nd hit of the game. 2 for 2 with a walk. Not bad. Bryson Gillia, he had a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored in the 1st, and then he struck out in the 2nd. 2 away here with a runner at first. There's only Peyton Alberts is the only sub that's left on the bench for Albert. They only had 3 coming in there. Strike there for Bryson as he waits. And he puts that one foul, aiming for somebody's car out there. It's 0-2 now to Bryson. One of 3 strikeout victims of Collins on the day. Collins does not look at the runner at first, but delivers outside, and it's 1-2 now for Gilliam. These VFWers are a little on the younger. They're going into sophomore, junior years, and JV guys, but ready to make that step up. A lot of them. Got some guys graduating. The juniors and seniors mostly on the Legion team. Some of those guys won't be here next year, and some of these guys will have to fill in, so that's why I'm doing both VFW and Legion games as a easy steal there for Goskeson, and now a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Defensive indifference there with nothing to lose. You might as well throw him down there, but 3-2 now. It's the count to Gilliam. It's a long at bat, seems like. He's fouled a couple off. 2 down. Nice base hit here. Bryson getting an RBI. It's out the side and walk. It'll be the 4th base on balls given up by Elliott. First and second with 2 down. And here comes Brendan Soper. He is taking over for Drew Olvey here, the third baseman. Drew struck out and popped out to third. Here's a throw to third and in safely. Both runners go, so double steal there. Second and third now for Soper. 2 RBI opportunity for him. It's the 4th steal of the game for Albert Lee. 3rd and 4th. Check swing strike called to Brendan. So 0-2. 2 outs. Oh, and a called 3rd strike. We'll end the inning with 2 in scoring position there, but still have a 4-0 lead now through 4. As we continue here from Hike Field on a little steamy Saturday here, Father's Day Eve on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
It must be the, Peyton Alberts is at first for Albert Lee, and Aiden Jensen had been playing there. So now we got all the guys in before the end of the 7th. So look at that. Who's at third? Soper? Oh, Drake's over at third now. All right. Trying to throw a curveball at the announcer here. Who's at second? Is that Soper then? Yeah, it looks like number 3. Yeah. So Soper goes to second. Sternhagen goes from second to third. Peyton Alberts comes in at first for Aiden Jensen. Nate Herr is out and left for Ethan Hauser. And we're ready to go here in the 5th. And Alvey still pitching. This was lifted to center and grabbed out there. Nice running catch made by Bryson Gilliam for out number 1. That was a 2-hitter in the lineup, Noah Manguson, he singled and stole a base in the first and then had an error. He reached on an error in the third, but fly to center for out number 1 here. And Ethan Whiterich, left-handed batting right fielder, struck out and popped out to catcher. Hasn't gone too far with it. 1-0 so far this at-bat. He's in the dirt 2-0. The 2-0 with one out is on the way, and that is 3-0. Ovi ready to go. 3-0 pitch is outside. Boy, he looks like he's tiring out quick. That wasn't even close. I mean, he just gave up on that at bat and said, go ahead, take your base. It is the third walk for Casey on the day with one out and one on now. And Gavin Lynch coming up. He has a strikeout and a single to his credit today. One of only 3 hits on the day for the Panthers. That's outside ball one. Talking to manager Rich Yost, and he's got 3 or 4 pitchers in the stable this year. And Sternhagen pitched the last game, I think he said, so he's not going to be pitching today. But Ovi trying to get through the 5th inning here with 1 down and 1 on. Has a 2-0 count. As he's starting to struggle with the strike zone, he throws over to first, back in time. This base runner, Widerich. Alberts is holding with him at first with a 2-0 count. Strike on that outside corner to the lefty, Lynch, and it's 2-1. Nice little double play ground ball here, boys. What do you say? Checks the runner out of the corner of his eye, and that is fouled straight back. 2-2. To Lynch. Had a single in the first, a single in the third, and a single in the fourth. That is it for hits. 3 walks given up by Ovi, but other than that, it's been taking care of it, and that's a strike called, and see you later, Lynch. That's 2 down, and the 7th strikeout for Casey. Cohen Reese, the center fielder, reached on an error, stole a base, but was stranded at second, and then popped out to the pitcher. His last time up, swings and misses at that. First offering, it's 0-1. 3 lefties in a row in the 3-4-5 spots. Has not helped much today, and they are 5-8 on the season. They played 9 more games than us, mostly because of our run to the... that gets away from Alberts at first, and... on his way to second, he was trying to think if he might go to third, but by that time, Peyton had caught up to it. So it's a throwaway there by the pitcher. It's got to be an E1 that allows Widerich to go to second, and this is lifted to right and right at the right fielder, Rassler, for out number 3, so... No trouble there after a walk. And they strand him at second. And still pitching a shutout is Casey Olvey. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Albert Lee. Tigers batting on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Yeah, a new pitcher in for the Panthers, big righty Julian Garcia. As they roughed up Logan Elliott a little bit with 4 runs on 6 hits. He did strike out 4, but he walked 4 and hit 1. So Garcia will work the fifth here with a 4-0 deficit to Albert Lee. And he will face the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Peyton Alberts, Nate Herr, Drake Sternhagen due up. Alberts in at first for Jensen, not getting a chance to bat. Aiden with a hit by pitch, and he scored in the first, and he struck out in the third. Nate Herr on deck. He'll get a chance to bat for the first time in the game, too, taking over for Ethan Hauser in left. And then Drake Sternhagen threw up third this inning when he moved from second to third in the last half inning. And Century may have made some changes here, but I don't know. I thought that was what the last 3 innings. They would play 7. And that's the official game. That's a strike call to Alberts, the right-handed batting first baseman now. And 0-1. And then Yelps told me they play 7 and then they play an extra 3 to get everybody else some action. But the only official innings are the first 7, so we'll go with that. It's bottom of the 5th here, and 1-1 to Peyton. Alberts hits one to left, and it's hanging up there and caught for out number 1. He had a big game in the Casson win. He had 3 hits, 3 runs scored, and 2 RBIs, Peyton Alberts. So 0 for 1 here today on the fly to left. Nate Herr, first at bat coming up. Hauser before him had a 3-run double and a single. Or no, this is, Nate Herr, 16. Hauser was 6. That's what threw me off. And that one bounces off to the right, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on here in the 5th, a 4-0 Albert Lee lead. This is laced to the left, and he's got some room to run here. A 1-out double at least for her. Cruises into second with a stand-up double. 4th double of the game for Albert Lee.
Go 13, come on, kid.
Herr had 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and a 2 RBI double in that game against Casson as well. Yeah, the bats have been really going good for this team early in the season, their 5th game. 14th game for Century. And, we're taking it to him. This is Sternhagen here, walk and a single for Drake on the day. Runner at second, 1 out. Strike is called. Drake, see if you can get an RBI here. Get in on the fun with that runner at second, dancing around in Herr. They ticked that one, but foul. So 0-2 for Sternhagen. Yeah, we'll be busy here at Highfield. 4 games next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Come on down and see. I don't know, game times. I guess I got to look at that because they both start at different times. The VFW and the Legion. Pitch is swung, and he reached for that one, and he lined out to second for out number 2, but Herr was not doubled off of second there. So 2 down for Cooper Rassler, who grounded out to short and flew out to left. 0 for 2 day for Cooper. 2 down and that RBI opportunity there. We need the extra run here. Just swing and a miss at that first offering. Cooper a little high on that one, but he's tall. He's tall and thin, so maybe that wasn't so high to him. Looked high to me as he fouls one off the right side, not a play. 0-2. Yeah, the VFW games are at 5. For the most part, unless they're on a weekend like this, they go early 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock. But mostly they play at 5 during the week, and then I think it's 6:30 for the Legion games. 1-2 here to Wrestler as 2 outs and a runner at second, and he golfs one. Boy, that could be trouble as it is down the line. He's safe. And no, they got him out. Wow, I thought he was safe. All right, well, they call that a slow-rolling 5-3 putout for out number 3. That's too bad. I thought Cooper was going to get an RBI out of that one, but it's still 4-0 through 5 here at Hike Field, and the good guys are leading on AlbertlyLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
Well, we head to the 6th, and a 4-0 Albert Lee lead. 4 runs in that first inning. It had goose eggs everywhere else. A couple of errors on Albert Lee for sure. I can't remember. I think, there's been a couple errors on both teams. Century is due to have Max Oetlaker and Jaron Solak and Leighton Bush up, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. And looks like at least one change coming up. Evan Smith is on deck. What's this guy's number? 17? 19. Yeah, that's Max, who has walked twice. And comes up here to lead off the 6th for the Century Panthers. And Olvey continues on the hill. That was just off the helmet. Just missed barely. Ball 1. He didn't look like he tried to avoid that very much either. But he's got a helmet. Could have taken the skin off his nose. That one's outside. Ball 2. Got inside outside. Now let's go get a strike here on Max. He walked on a 3-2 pitch and then 4 straight in the 4th. And now 3 straight. I don't know what he doesn't like about Max, but he doesn't like to get over the plate for the catcher. And he walked him again, 4 straight, second time in a row. And third time in the game. 4 walks, 3 of them were Max Oetlaker. Jordan Solak has struck out twice and on 3 pitches both times. Once looking and once swinging as they get a courtesy runner here. Evan Peloquin coming in to run at first. We'll call him Evan for Max. Joran swings and fouls one back. The runner was going, but he'll have, that was just a test run because he's going to go back. Strike 1. In fact, 4 of the 7 strikeouts for Casey are in these next 3 batters. He throws over to first, and they've been doing a lot of pickoff attempts. Got to work on that, too. They've been real close, too, on a bunch of them, especially out at second, it seemed like. As 0-1 count now to Solak. I would just not worry about that too much unless they're working on that, I guess. But this guy's struck out twice on 3 pitches. I'd just mow him down and get him out of there. Need an out here. And the runner goes. A shot on target, and they call him out. I'm not, they don't have a field ump, so the plate ump has to call all the calls, but it was close enough. He is out after a walk, and Peloquin thrown out at second trying to steal, so caught stealing. 1 out. Not sure what the pitch was, but that's a ball, so 2-1 maybe, I'm guessing. It's either 2-1 or 1-2. And it's 1-2. with one down, nobody on here in the sixth for the Panthers. That's fouled back. And a 1-2. Yeah, Casey struck out 3 in a row to end the second after error and a walk. It was 3 Ks, and then he's done it with regularity. 7 on the game with a 1-2 count. And that, I thought it was going to be his 8th victim there, but that was called just a little high and inside. So 2-2. That's fouled out of play. I've been horrible at running this scoreboard here, and I apologize for that. It took me 3 innings to get the 4 runs on there that we scored in the first. And I haven't been keeping up with the balls and strikes or the outs. I've been keeping up with the innings, though. And, scores. Been the same since the first. 2-2 to Solak. And now it's run out to a full count after an 0-2 start. Couple of foul balls in there. But he struck out twice. This time he's taking it past that 3-pitch limit, though. Let's see if we can get him for the third time. Here he goes. Up high, he lost him. 5 walks. Back to back here, but of course the first one was thrown out trying to steal. So 1 down, 1 on for Leighton Bush. He struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. The 8-hitter in the lineup, up 3rd here in the 6th for the Panthers. That's a foul ball. Strike 1. It's got to be 80. And I know they've gotten a lot more rain in the cities than we have here. There was quite a puddle on the tarp covering the pitcher's mound here when I got here. But they squeegeed that off, and then the field looks great. Jay Anderson does a great job with this. Strike called, and it's 0-2 to Bush. 4-pitch strikeout in the second. Here's the 3rd pitch of this at bat, and he swings through it, and that's it for him. 2 outs. 8 strikeouts for Casey Oldie. And only 3 hits. But 5 walks. That's got to be cleaned up a little bit. Hasn't hurt him here today, but 2 down. Runner at first. And that's a 1-0 count to the 9-hitter, Chester Collins, who singled his last time up, but he struck out his first time up. It is 78 degrees, it says here. And I know it was going back and forth for the chance of rain today, between 20 and 40% I've seen, but right now it's going to be 15, till about 9 tonight. There's a 36% chance of rain, so I think we're going to miss most of that. Hopefully for Father's Day, too, as this is an infield pop and caught by the shortstop nicely. Preston Smith for the 3rd out. And again, no damage after back-to-back walks to lead off the inning. Well, 1 caught stealing and a strikeout, and then a pop out to the shortstop ends that threat. We're through 5.5. It's 4-0, and Albert Lee coming to bat here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
back here at Hike, and 4-0 lead has held up since the first inning for these Tigers. They had 3 doubles in that inning, including a bases clearing double, and have held this 4-0 lead since then. It was Ethan Hauser who got the 3 RBI double, and the other RBI was from Goskeson on a double. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. And it's the top of the order, Preston Smith, who has flown out to right, left, and grounded out to the pitcher. As Garcia starts his second inning of work. He had a line out, a fly out, and a ground out last inning surrounding a double, but this is base hit to left for Preston. His first hit of the game. Brings up Casey Elvey. Doubled in the first and scored. Popped out to the pitcher and then flew out to left. 1 for 3 day going with a runner on now, nobody out. They throw over, gets away, but not far enough for Preston to advance. Casey Elvey and Drew each scoring a couple of runs. Actually, Casey had 3 runs in that Casson win, 2 for Drew, but Casey also had 2 RBIs in that game. He's got the double today. Let's see if he can get another hit here. Keep the hot bats going. It's a 1-0 count. Outside says the umpire, 2-0 to Casey. Garcia, like I said, had to give up the double last inning, but then 3 outs other than that. So he's been pretty good here at the start of his day. That's an easy steal there. Boy, that catcher is not very sharp. The one he threw out to short, and that one he threw way over. And in is Smith at second with the 5th steal of the game for the Tiger. I think they're Tigers. Aren't they still Tigers? In VF and American Legion, are they still Tigers? Because they're still Panthers. I don't know. Albert Lee VF. W, post 447. As Casey takes ball 3. 3-1. As Smith gets his lead out there at second. And the pitch is hit foul. Is it out of play, though? Is the question. And it goes down the third baseline. Out of our view, catch made for out number 1. It's going to be a pop out to the third baseman. And Graham Goskeson up for the 4th time. He had a RBI double and a run scored in the first. Walked and stole a base in the second. Singled and stole a base in the 4th. He's been active. Had 2 RBI in the win over Casson. He grounds one to short, and they get him out, but advancing the runner, Smith, to third now with 2 down. On a 6-3 put-up, Bryson Gilliam is up, and he has walked twice and struck out once. 2 steals on the day and a run scored. RBI opportunity here with 2 down in the 6th. And outside in ball 1. One-0. Runner at third, and that one's out of the zone. 2-0 to Bryson. Garcia fires. That was a strike on that outside corner to make it a 2-1 count to the Albert Lee center fielder. Again, the Albert Lee's played all their guys. They only had 3 bench players, and they've gotten them all in the game. That's a strike. 2-2. And Century, I think, has a lot more. They can get out there. They've got bunches of guys on the bench still, and I guess if they're interested, they don't have to, I suppose. But that was the way it was explained. They play 10, but the first 7 is the official game, and then 3 innings to make sure everybody gets some playing time. 3-2 here now to Gilliam. Runner at third and 2 down. Already up 4-0, but insurance run wouldn't hurt. It's on the ground. Can he outrun it? Oh, a close play over there, but they're going to call him out on a 4-3 put out. So we have played 5.5. Tigers come and actually you played 6 complete now. 6 complete, 4-0 Tigers. Albert Lee VFW on the lead here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
I don't get paid by the inning, though. It's boys are going out here for the 7th inning, but 3 outs from a victory and a 4-1 record to start the year here for Albert Lee VFW. 4-4-7 is still Casey Ilvey trying to go to the complete game shutout route here. He's got 8 strikeouts. He has walked 5, but only 3 hits. He's been mostly in control. I mean, you say that, and 5 walks doesn't sound like a lot of control, but he lost a couple there. 5th inning, 6th inning. Might be getting a little bit tired, but they'll give him the chance to close this one out, and then we'll see what happens in the last 3.5 innings. Anybody can play. Score sheet gets a little messy, I'm sure. Top of 7, 4-0 Albert Lee. And let me clear up this and tell you the top of the order, Logan Elliott. He is 0 for 3. Fly out to left, fly out to right, and the pop out to second for the leadoff batter. And he rips one to left. Is it fair? Nope. Foul by a couple of feet. Strike 1. A little early on that one. Boy, he got a bat on that one. I would have rolled a little bit. Had it hit fair. Casey peering in for the call here. Wipes some sweat away as he delivers. Another foul. 0-2. Yeah, Casey's looked good. Actually, this VFW team that just graduated from 9th and 10th grade for the most part, looking pretty good early going. I'm not sure what the strengths are of the teams they've beaten, but they've scored double figures a couple times, and this is a shutout going here. Panthers, 5-8, not the greatest, but you can only play who you put in front of you, and that's a one-hopper. Nice grab there at short by her, and he gets it across to Alberts. That was actually Smith at short. Preston to Alberts on a 6-3 putout, 1 up, 1 down here in the 7th. 2 outs away from another win. Noah Manguson, he's got a single and reached on an error and flew out to center. One of their 3 hits he's gotten. All singles. Foul, strike 1. Single in the first was Manguson's, and he got stranded at second after he stole it. Lynch singled in the third. And Collins, the 9-hitter, singled in the 4th. Sprinkle in 5 walks, and they had plenty of base runners, and they left them all stranded so far here. Top of the 7th, 1-1 count. Got 1 or 2 caught stealing. 1 for sure, I know of. That's a strike called. 1 for 2, 1 and 2 rather, to the shortstop here. 1 down, nobody on. 2 outs away from victory, as that's a outside pitch, running it even to 2-2. Magnuson has not seen a lot of pitches. He singled on the first pitch in the first. He reached on an error on the third pitch, hit the first pitch to center his last time up, and now he strikes out here on the fifth pitch for out number 2. Ethan Weiderick. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He also struck out and popped out to the catcher. He will bat. The last chance here for the Panthers. Olvey going for the complete game shutout, the 3-hitter. And that one's the 4th hit. And it gets past the left fielder out there, as that is her chasing it to almost to the warning track on a double by Weiderick. 2-out double brings up Gavin Lynch. Struck out twice. Nope, it's pinch hitter Julian Garcia, the pitcher, batting here, his first time up. And a strike called to Garcia. So a 2-out double, and Garcia the last hope here for the Panthers. We'll stick around and watch the 3 extra innings and see how it goes. A runner at second. 2 down. 0-1. And that is golfed to first and easily played there by Peyton Alberts. And he steps on the bag, and it's a 3 unassisted to end the game through 6.5. I guess they'll just keep playing for 3 innings or through 10, I guess. And they get the win, though, with a 4-0 complete game shutout for Casey Olvey. 8 strikeouts for Casey on the day. Really nice job. He has the 5 walks, but only the 4 hits scattered through those 7 innings of work. So nicely done for Casey and the defense. A couple of errors out there, but I think they're going to, I don't know, maybe they won't continue on. Maybe Century said that's enough. I don't know. We'll take a break and see what happens here on the other side of the break on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
Of a brand new house, the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options including interest-free for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
So we are everybody's not doing anything here. They're just getting refreshments and something to eat here. So what I was told, I originally thought it was a doubleheader because it says DH. To me, I mean, it's either designated hitter or a doubleheader. And the only thing that made sense was a doubleheader. But Rich Yost said they'll play 7. That's the official game. And then they would play 3 more. So everybody got a chance to play. Albert, they only had 3 bench players. They all got in the regular 7-inning win, and 4-0 win over Century. So they're 4-1, Albert Lee VFW. And 5-9 at Century now, but it's yet to be seen what goes on here for the last part of this. We have time, so we can just hang out here and wait for it all to start again. But it would be either just 3 new innings, I guess. I don't think they go from the bottom of the 7th to start with, but it was a 4-0 win for Albert Lee in the 7-inning affair. And like I said, a really nice pitching job there for Casey Olvey with the 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a shutout, complete game shutout for him. And we'll see, take another break here. We'll see if they start playing. Most players going for breaks and something to eat and drink, and we'll see if they play some more here. If they do, we'll cover it for you on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee. Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
So, the golf team, the boys' golf team up at State over the last couple of days, earlier this week, I think it was Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Thursday, did real well. They finished 6th out of the 8 teams in AA as a team. 2-day combined 621. And that's just a shot out of 5th. Winning it all was Detroit Lakes by 8 strokes over Blake School. But individually, Noah Teeter, rather. I'm sorry. Drew. You watched Drew for a while, and that's all he's Drew. But Noah, a great golfer in his own right, finishing 4th, I believe. Yeah, he was, tied for 3rd, 145, 2-day total, 72-73. And just a couple of shots off of the individual title that went to Ryder Rose of Southwest Christian. Riley Doyle shot a 144. He was 1 shot back from Holy Family Catholic. And then Detroit Lakes' Brock Burns tied Noah Teeter and Colin Ramos of Titino Grace. 2 shots back, 145. Wow, that's close. Also for Albert Lee, they had 5 golfers, I believe. Archie Nelson was 20th, I think, with a 2-day 79-71 with a 150. And I'm looking for some. These are really small print, and I am an old guy. I even have cheated glasses on, but Ben Rasmussen was 65th individually with an 85 and 78. Nice second round there for a 163. How many is that? 3. Ledger Stadheim was 65th, 83-80. 2-day total 163.
finishes out his senior year. And also 83rd and 85th for Albert Lee. Nick Belshon, senior, 86.91, total 177. And then Evan Anfinson, a shot back at him at 178 with an 87 and 91, the junior for Albert Lee, getting 85th there. So some really good golf for those guys. I know the track and field also had some guys. I wonder if I can find any of these results, live results. I think they were Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at St. Michael, Albertville. What class are we in there? Boys. Well, we didn't have a team. We just had a couple individuals. So let me see. I would have to look a little deeper into that. I apologize. I should have been ready for that because I was looking forward to, we were going to do them both, but you could only do audio at state tournaments. The Minnesota State High School Athletic League likes to use their streaming and TV service, so they don't really allow video. They don't allow video of any kind, just audio. So, and, you know, I think you could probably get away with it, but you can do it for baseball. People are used to radio type style. That's what we would have to do for the state tournament. But for track and field and golf, you kind of want to see that. So we decided not to go and cover those. But it would have been fun. It was probably a zoo, too. But they did get the 2 rounds in. I know last year in the golf they only got 1 round in because of weather. And they were up in... I can't remember the name of the course, but it was around, it's right outside Jordan for the state tournament for AA this year. But hopefully our track guys did well too. We'll have to look that up and bring that to you. Information next week when we have games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's Legion, VFW, those 4 days. Everybody's hanging out here, so it must be 3 innings coming up. After a quick break for refreshments and things. But 4-0 win here in the official 7-inning game for Albert Lee to go to 4-1 on the year. The VFW, but Legion is 1-0. They had a few games pushed back because of the good run the senior high school squad went on. The Tigers going all the way to the consolation final against West. Should have won that one. Boy, they took the lead in the 7th and then got beat at the end there. And unfortunate because it would have been tough to get 2 wins over East, 20-3 team. But they did not go on to win the state championship. So I could look those up too. I've forgotten already. I was tracking those, baseball and softball. As far as champions in Class A, it was 5 seed who wins it all. Red Lake County with a 15-7 win over the 2 seed New Ulm Cathedral. Their top seed Parker's Prairie won their first game, but then Red Lake County took them out 4-3 up at Joe Faber Field in St. Cloud. So Red Lake County, the winner, and nice job, the 5 seed. I always like the underdog. That's Class A. And AA, your champion is in baseball is yet to be decided. Target Field today. Is it the 14th or the 13th today? It's the 14th, yeah. So they're going at it today. Glencoe Silver Lake, the 4 seed, and the 3 seed Pine Island for AA. I thought they'd already played those for some reason, but in 3A, it's 3 seed Matamidi against number 1 seed Mankato East. The Cougars having taken out Stewartville 8-2 and then beating Delano 2-0 in the semifinals to reach the championship game at Target Field at 4:30 today. And in 4A,
their championship set for 7:30 tonight at Target Field. It's 3 seed Minnetonka and 1 seed Cretin-Derham Hall. A lot of 3 and 4 and 5 seeds getting into the championships. So congratulations to all of them as they play them out. That's fun. I've done some play-by-play at Target Field for various teams over my long years of doing play-by-play. And it's a fun experience. You're right there where they put me usually in the national radio booth right behind home plate, and they treat you pretty good up there. Got a replay camera right there, or TV right next to you. You open up, and you're looking at the skyline of Minneapolis as you call the game, so it's kind of cool. Softball, they did decide their champions, and in A, it was out of Wells United South Central winning it all. The number 1 seed, a 2-0 win over Badger in the championship at Jane Sage Cowell Stadium up there at the U of M. In Double A, as people have taken the field here, you can see, St. Cloud Cathedral, 7-2 win over Hawley. So the 4 seed beats the 6 seed for the 2A crown in softball. 3A, 2-time defending champion East, losing in the semifinals to Ricori 2-0. They ended up taking 3rd place, the Cougars, with a 2-1 win over Chisago Lakes. But Ricori beating Byron, the 6 seed, 9-3 in the championship. So the 5 seed wins it all there in 3A. And for the big schools, in 4A, your champion is 2 seed Champlain Park with a 6-0 shutout over 4th seeded Bloomington Jefferson. As they have moved the championships up to the U of M, not Caswell anymore. I don't know if they're going to go back and forth on that or if that's the way it's set in stone. But here we go. We have Jay Cook leading off here for Century in the first of 3 extra innings that don't count really in stats. And pitching, I should have gotten a better look at the number there. Yeah, that is lifted foul on the right side. Is that Nate Herr pitching? Turn around, son. 16 is Nate Herr. Look at that. Nate got some action in that first game as a replacement player, and there's a swing and a miss. So 0-2 to Jay Cook. Yeah, Herr came in to replace Ethan Hauser in left field and hit a double. His only time up in the 4-0 win. 1-2 now to Cook. And a swing and a miss struck him out. 1 up, 1 down here in the extra inning. Century, I said, they had a lot of players that didn't get into that game, but Albert Lee played all 12 of theirs. This is Gavin Lynch, who did get 4 at-bats in that first game. And he swings, barely got a contact on that one on strike 1. He had a strikeout, 2 strikeouts, a single, and a ground out to first. In the actual game, did Gavin Lynch. Looks like it's hard to see some of these numbers out there for the defensive set for the Tigers. But Brendan Soper out at second. Aiden Jensen's at first. That's about all I can see. We do have Cooper Rassler catching for Nate Herr here, and this is popped way up in the air, grabbed by Jensen at first for an easy out. 2 down. I'm going to bring up Ethan Weiderich. He got 4 at-bats in that first game. Double, walk, strikeout, and a pop out to catcher. 1 for 3 with a walk. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Mine family's coming over to my place here after this, later this afternoon, about 3 or 4. We're going to have a little food on the deck. This is a pop fly corralled. He had to run a long way and switch directions a couple of times, but put away by the shortstop. Was that Drew Olvey? I think it was, who made the catch there for 1-2-3 extra first inning. And we see who the Tigers bring to bat here as we continue on here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Back here in our bottom of the first extra inning. It's the way they do things here in the VFW. Everybody gets to get some playing time. And, of course, the Tiger guys have, but they're continuing on here to get all the Century guys in. They've brought a few more. We only had 3 bench players. They have 5 or 6. That most of them did not play in the actual 7-inning game that Albert Lee won 4-0. And I think it's Garcia continuing to pitch here. Yep, Julian. He gave up a couple of hits in his 2 innings of work in relief in that first game. Gave up a double in the 5th and a single in the 6th, but other than that, got the 3 outs he needed, facing 4 batters in each inning. No strikeouts, no walks, just a bunch of ground outs and flyouts. Albert Lee had 5 steals in the 7-inning win. Got 8 hits, 4 runs. All 4 in the first inning on 3 doubles, including a bases clearing double by none other than Ethan Hauser. And up first here is Drew Olvey facing Garcia. So a 1-1 count here for Drew. First game, he had a strikeout and then a pop out to third before being replaced by Soper. It was a hard grounder. It was a slow grounder, actually, to second and in time at first base to get Drew. That'll bring up Ethan Hauser. Mentioned him with the bases clearing double in the first and a single. Did not score in the game, but had 3 RBIs and 2 for 2. And takes ball 1 here. This is curving fouled on that left field line and does fall a few feet foul for strike 1. 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. Extra innings, not related to the first game. They're just playing to get everybody playing time. Still looking for results for our Albert Lee track and field guys. I know Charlie Irvine was in the shot put, or yeah, I think no, he was in, what was he? High jump? No, long jump. I'm trying to find it. There was another guy too, and I wish I remembered his name, and I wish I would have gotten this information before. They did this on the 10th, 11th, and 12th just this week. There's a base hit to left for Hauser. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Oh, and he's going to be allowed to get to second by some poor fielding there. Well, they were trying to get to second, but it didn't quite make it. Didn't even make it into the infield, and then they had to chase that down. And in the meantime, Hauser was actually able to get to second after he singled. 2 singles and a double. Today for him. This is Brendan Soper. He had a strikeout, his only at bat in that 7-inning game, the win. Strike is called. 1 out. 0-1 is low and outside in the dirt. 1-1. Yeah, they don't have names. They have boys, this and that, but here we go. Long jump. That's girls. Wait a minute. Where's the boys' long jump? There's so many events, it takes a while to look up track and field, and I got to still try and keep track of the count here. 2-1 with 1 out and 1 on at second for Albert Lee here, and the bottom of the 8th inning, basically. Even though they won the game 4-0. 3-1 now. As Garcia delivers, it's outside. He walked him. First and second. And coming up, Aiden Jensen. He was hit by a pitch in the 7-inning win, scored a run, and then struck out. In his 2 at-bats, he was the starting first baseman, got replaced by Peyton Alberts, and now he's back at first here in these extra inning tack-ons. I don't see boys long jump here. I think that's what he was in. And then who's the runner in the 1600, I believe it was. Anyway, I can't do that because then I fall behind and I don't follow the count very well. It's 0-2 to Jensen, lefty. Oh, got way inside, and the runners advance. It gets away from the catcher, and now we're at second and third. The 1-2 count, 1 out. It's been pretty good for Albert Lee. The only loss, who did they lose to? This VFW squad. I have that information here somewhere from Rich. As he said, the loss was to Cannon Falls 5-3, but they beat Casson. Manorville beat Austin 7-6. They beat Waseca 9-0. I guess it was only one game they got double figures, but close, 9-0 over Waseca. Here's the 1-2, and that's outside 2-2. Aiden with a couple of RBI at opportunity here with a base hit. That's fouled and out of play. Still 2-2. It's good to see the future players in this VFW squad that we'll be talking about in the next several or 2-3 years anyway. The high school varsity game, and also when they go to the Legion side. Some already do play both. I know one for sure is Goskeson. Oops, we lost our camera angle. So we're down to this one. There's a walk. So that loads the bases with 1 out. And up to the plate. Is that Nate Herr? Yeah, number 16 is Herr, and he was a replacement for Ethan Hauser in that win, and he had a double in his only at-bat. Got stranded there, but they're talking it over with Julian Garcia on the hill. He'll stay in. Courtesy runner is Graham Goskeson going over to run for Jensen. At the plate, Nate. Like I said, he doubled in his only at bat. It was the second pitch he saw, and that is ball 1. Bases loaded here.
Big gap in right center, but he doesn't hit that. It's shallow into center, but able to catch it is the center fielder. Second and third base runners tag and advance. And now on to second goes the Jensen. I thought they had a pinch runner there, but that was Jensen getting to second. 2-run score, or 1-run scores, and it's 1-0. Now, really, it's weird because I'm not keeping book because it's not official, and people are running in and out of the game, including right now Casey Elvey pinch running at second for Jensen. Second and third with 2 down. A run in. And a grounder to short. Should end the inning, but no, he outran it. Nice speed down the first baseline for Cooper Rassler, and he gets an RBI as Soper comes in to score the second run. On to third goes the pinch runner, Olvey. First and third, and on the way to second was Rassler when that one is singled out to right. He's going to try and stretch it all the way. He does get into third. Nice running by Rassler. First of all, the run down the first baseline and beat out that ground ball to short. And here, smart enough to turn second and go to third. The throw was way off the mark. Third baseman didn't even have a chance to tag him. 3-0 for the good guys. And this one is fouled out of play. Yeah, my backstop camera died, so we have the camera up here in the booth with me. I'll see if I can remember to move it around, but 2 down, 3 runs in, runners at the corners, and it's inside as all the way down to second goes Peyton Alberts on a uncontested steal. Bryson Gilliam is up to bat here with a 1-0 count. And he rips one into right field. That's going to score 1. Misplayed by the right fielder, and go back to third is Peyton Alberts. So a 1-run single there for Gilliam. Makes it 4-0. And now Drake Sternhagen had a single in the game, 1 for 2 with a walk. I think that's it for Garcia, as he's had trouble getting somebody out here for a while. 4 runs here. They did 4 in the first of the actual game, and now they've scored 4 here in the exhibition innings. Supposed to play up to 3, but I would think if Century got all their guys in and they were satisfied that they would say that's about it, but we'll see. They got a new pitcher coming in, and it's number 22 for Century, and that is Leighton Bush, who played third base in the 7-inning game. And it's going to be runners at the corners for Albert Lee with 4 runs in and 2 outs for Drake. He walked his first time up on a 3-2 pitch, then singled and got stranded at second in the 3rd inning, and then he lined out to second base in the 5th. As the new guy takes his tosses, let's just take a quick break here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Yeah, if Troy Irvine knows how Charlie did, you could text me. I think you got my number. And the gentleman who ran the 1600, I believe it was, too. We got to find out what he did. But if I don't get it to you today, I'll figure it out and get that word and give them the credit they're due on Tuesday when we play here at Hike if it's not raining. There'll be Legion ball. There's a high pitch, and
defensive indifference allows the runner to go to second. Gilliam. Second and third, 2 down. It's a 1-0 count to Drake. And he pops one up and out of play backwards. 1-1. The Barker is back out. The field mascot. He does not like people playing in his backyard. It isn't even his backyard. He thinks it is. But it's outside, 2-1. As this goes, I'm getting a little bit better at running the scoreboard here. Well, I still have us with 2 runs, though, don't I? 4, all right. When I was doing balls and strikes, all right. It's 2-2 now to Drake Sternhagen with 2 outs, 2 on. The first exhibition inning here for the VFWers. Post 447. Locally here, thanks for all they do, and also the Legion. It's great to have summer ball for these guys. There's town ball, too, over in Austin we were thinking about. If we can get some Austin sponsors over there, that'd be good. We could do some town ball. They have 2 teams, the Blue Jays and the Greyhounds. There's a walk, so that loads the bases again. As Sternhagen's on, second walk of the day. And it'll bring up Drew Olvey, who struck out and popped out to third in the 7-inning win, and then sat for Brendan Soper for the rest of the game. Played the first 3 innings, did Drew. Low and outside to him is ball 1. Four in the first of the 7-inning win, 4 in the first of the 3 exhibition innings, as Albert Lee is consistent, if nothing else. Peyton Albert's at third. I think that's Bryson Gilliam still out there. Is that Soper? Soper may be running. I think, yeah, he's pinch running out there at second. And Sternhagen on at first. And a 3-0 count now. Nowhere to put him. Might as well throw strikes, but he hasn't so far, and that one is called strike 1. Come on, Drew, park one, man. Grand slam. Too bad it won't count for your season stats, but he walks him. Walks in a run here to make it 5-0. It's been 2 outs for a long time. And the bases stay full. Sternhagen now down at second with Soper at third. And Olvey there on at first base. And the batter is Ethan Hauser, who had that bases clearing. He could clear the bases here with a double. There's a lot of similarities between his first innings today. As he reaches for one, but it goes right to the short. Oh! Did he make that, or did it drop out? Man, he misjudged that one. And again, he waited for the ball to come to him. He lucked out and got the grab there to end things here after 1 extra inning. 5-0 now. Albert Lee on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Then we head to our second extra exhibition inning, and a lefty out there pitching now is Aiden Jensen for Albert Lee. Catching Cooper Rassler. And it looks like leading off here in this inning will be Bjorn Hess off the bench for the Panthers. Bjorn did not play in that regular 7-inning game, and he hasn't. This is his first action of the day. It'll be Bjorn and then Chase Lacroix, also a bench player, getting his at bat here. Evan Smith, Cooper Osowski, Dave Miller still to play. I haven't seen. They may have been in the field, though. It's hard to see some numbers. Some of these guys' uniforms don't project numbers well, especially in the outfield. But I can see, for Albert Lee anyway, in left and center, Bryson Gilliam in left. Center field is Ethan Hauser. I don't know who was out and right. I can't see that far. But Jensen strike one to Hess here in the second exhibition inning, and that is fouled off into the dog's yard. 0-2. He's a big lefty. Aiden Jensen played first base in that 7-inning win. That one gets away. 1-2. Albert Lee liking that first inning. First inning of the 7-inning game, 4 runs. First inning of the exhibition, 5 runs. Nothing else on the day, but that's all they've needed. That is out of the zone. 2-2 to the leadoff batter here in the second exhibition inning. And a strike is called, and 1 up, 1 down as Hess takes a seat and Lacroix comes up. Chase, first at bat. Right-handed batter, looks like a strapping young man. Where the heck did that term come from? Strapping. I wouldn't want to be strapping. I was always husky. I had to shop at the husky section with Mom when I was a kid. It's embarrassing enough. Now it's tent and awning for me. Swing and a miss. And 1 count. I think it's 1-2. 1-1 at least. With 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Must have been 1-1. So now 1-2. No wind at all. The flags are dead in center field, and it's hot. It's got to be about 80. That one misses. 2-2 now to Lacroix. Cooper Osowski is on deck as he strikes out, does Lacroix. So that's 2 down by strikeout for our extra inning pitcher here, Aiden Jensen, looking good. 2 down. And Osowski, Cooper, takes strike 1. Jensen unloads, and that is ripped to left, right at the left fielder. I believe that is Bryson Gilliam. Everybody's playing out of position here today, but I think he puts that third out away, and that ends their try here in the second. Tigers will bat again, maybe. We'll see if they continue on here after a break on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
As we get going here, bottom of the second extra inning, and they're going to throw out Chester Collins to the mound. Played second base in the game, and he will pitch here to. Trying to see a number. It is leading off here, Brandon Soper, and he struck out in the game. Is one at bat. And it looks like, well, Aiden Jensen on deck with Nate Herr in the hole here for the second extra inning. Coaching first will be Drake Sternhagen. Yeah, we lost the fence camera that was watching pitches up close. I suppose I could zoom in on this and get a better look at the pitch, but I like to get the whole field, as much of it as I can, covered here. Soper, again, like I said, he struck out his only time up in the actual game. And he hits one to left, over the field, head of the field, left fielder there, so he's headed to second with a stand-up double. Man, he's been doubling. That's a good sign. If you can hit the gaps, it means you're seeing the ball well. Lefty Jensen now with a runner at second and nobody out. Soper gets his lead at second, and Jensen lines one foul, third base side. So 0-1 to Aiden. Here's the pitch from Collins. That is straight in the air. Shallow center, running in, and he almost overran it. And then he juggled it, but made the catch out there, center fielder. Is a fairly nice play. Disaster. It turned into a fairly nice play for Evan Palaquin. In center, one out. As Soper stays at second. And that brings up Nate Herr. Doubled. Twice, I think. Didn't he double? I haven't been keeping track of these extra innings, but I believe he did have the double as well. So, good day for him going. And this one's to third. The throw across is in time for the second out. And advances Soper to third. And it brings up tall, lanky Cooper Rassler with the high socks. Cooper, 2 grounds outs and a fly out in that 7-inning game, so he's due. He's got an RBI opportunity here with a 5-0 Alberta lead. Who says this doesn't count? It doesn't count officially as stats, but, boy, you can work on your game. And he flares one over the first baseman's head and got his RBI. So Cooper gets a ribby and Soper scores to make it 6-0. Still just the 2 outs. Runner at first. And up to bat is the imposing figure of Peyton Alberts. He really let loose in that win over Casson Manorville with 3 runs, 2 RBIs, 3 hits in the game. Came in here and flew out to left in the 7-inning win, replacing Aiden Jensen at first. Swing and a miss there, makes it 1-1. The 0-2, I guess. And then he grounds one up the middle. Misplayed by the second baseman, but they got that third out at first. Just enough time to do that. And did add another run here, but 6-0 as we go, I think, to the last half inning coming up here. I don't know if they'll play out the full inning. We'll find out. We're all learning as we go here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
It'll be another half inning here with Jensen on the hill. The lefty. Done well here in his extra work. He's got a 6-0 lead. Top of the third, so this is the last of the innings, and I don't know if Albert Lee will bat in the bottom of the I don't know if they have anything else to prove. They've outscored them 10-0 overall here, 4-0 in the actual game, 6-0 here, and really have dominated. But we shall see. I got a feeling this will be the last half inning. I've been wrong before. You can ask my ex-wives. They'll tell you. I have to go get my children, and speaking of family, Father's Day celebration. My dad and stepmom are coming to town from up in the cities to see where I live now. They haven't been to my place on Spartan. And we'll hang on a deck, have some pizza, and talk smart for Father's Day. A day early. I had to do it today because tomorrow my oldest daughter works, and she is the one who has my only grandchild. He's just turned 1, so we want to see him. We got to let her come too. That's inside. As to bat here is Evan Poloquin. I think Dave Miller. I haven't seen number 10. Is he going up here? They don't have him on deck or anything. He's the only one I haven't seen play. But there's a third to first put out. Nice job over there at third base. Is that Rassler at third? That was a nice throw. Turn around, son. No, that's not Rassler. That's Casey Olvey at third, who got it to Alberts, and there's one down. That's up high. Ball 1. This is Cohen Reese. Played center field in the 7-inning game, and he reached on an error, popped out to the pitcher, and then reached on an error twice. You get some good luck going for you there. Can't get an actual hit, but you get on twice by error. Did not score, of course. We shut him out. But that's up high. 3-0 now as he's losing his battle with Reese here. R-I-E-S-S. The lefty. And 4 straight, he walked him. Yes, Aiden Jensen. Got to shrug that off. As here comes Julian Garcia. I still haven't seen Dave Miller, number 10, but I think I've seen everybody else. Which leads me to believe that they're just down to their last 2 outs here, and we'll be done. And another ball for Jensen to Garcia. Lefty checks the runner easily enough, and then low, 2-0. Three and 0 it says on the scoreboard. I thought it was 2-0. No, now it's 3-0. I was right. Whew. That doesn't happen often. Jensen delivers 3-0, and that's 2 back-to-back walks. Really hate to have to go out and take him out for another pitcher here when we're down to 2 outs to go. Just throw it across there, buddy.
Nothing fancy. Throw some strikes, let your defense play, and we'll get out of here on a sunny now Saturday. Strike called. It's Jay Cook up to bat here, and he swings and misses. Strike 2. First and second, 1 out. 6-0 they're behind. That's fouled back and out of play. So a 0-2 count, it stays. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Nice comeback after the back-to-back walks, and he gets a strikeout. And he's, Aiden Jensen, one out away from putting this one in the books, I believe. Well, it's not going to go in the books, is it? It's exhibition affair. 6-0 Albert Lee here, and top of 3. I was told 3 extra innings after the game. And that one gets away, skips past Rassler there, the catcher, and runners advance. 1-0 count. And the batter is Gavin Lynch. He had a single in the game, struck out twice, and was out 3 unassisted. So 1 for 4 for this guy. 2-0 to Gavin. It's up high, 3-0. Pretty sure this is the final out we got to get, and we'll wrap it up for the day. But he walks him, so the bases are now loaded on walks with 2 outs interspersed in there, and that'll bring up another batter. It's a catcher, Ethan Weidrich, who played right field in the game and struck out once, walked once, popped out to the catcher and doubled. Lefty will bat with 2 outs and the bases loaded here. They still haven't scored on Albert Lee all day here. 8 2/3 innings. Well, actually, 9 2/3. Well, no. They played 7. So, yeah, 9 2/3. It's ripped to center, over the head. That will break the scoreless streak as 1 run scores. Second one coming in. Second and third with 2 outs. 6-2. And getting another at bat, Bjorn Hess. Hess takes ball 1. Again, busy schedule. You know, we had a busy schedule with baseball and golf and track and field events and the graduation. And, I mean, we were 4 or 5 days had stuff going on here. That's the fun of this job, is the streaming. We can do all kinds of great broadcasts and things you haven't seen really before, the live graduation and all that. It's all archived on the website. You can watch it over if you want. We had good angles on the graduation, about 4 cameras. And a swing and a miss there. So a 3-1 count. 2 down, second and third. 6-2, Albert Lee trying to close it out here. But we got 4 baseball games next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. American Legion game Tuesday, 6:30, I believe, and Thursday, same time. And then Wednesday and Friday, 5 o'clock games, I believe, for this VFW squad. So, swing and a miss, wraps that up. And that should be all. I don't know if Albert Lee's going to take their final swings in the third exhibition inning. It's up to Rich Yost, and umpires are staying out, so, 'Looks like we'll get swings again here in the third. We'll stick with it. And my kids are like, hey, we're not supposed to meet till 3, so we got time. I live 2 miles from here. So my daughters, though, are out in the country. I do have to go get them, but that'll be all right. I like to stay and watch sports until it's done. Boy, the Twins have been just getting ripped lately, haven't they? No pitchers can go in and do it. Joe Ryan is on the mound today at 3:10 in Houston, but no matter who they put in lately, it's been some AAA call-ups for the most part, but just been getting knocked around on the diamond after putting themselves in second place. I think they're still second or third or tied for second, but it's been a rough stretch. Vikings continue their off-season workouts, I think, this weekend. And then the Wolves are still to be rumored in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes, although something I read yesterday, I think we're third of the 3 teams. He wants to go to Houston or can't remember the other team. And then the Wolves. I thought his best buddy, Ant, was the draw for him to come to us, but apparently not. Now we got a pitcher here, Chester Collins, starting his second inning of work, and this should be the last 3 outs of our broadcast today. If it's not, I think I'm going to end it anyway because I got to get my kids celebrating Father's Day today. And here comes Bryson Gilliam, who got on base last time. Forget how, but he made it around and scored. Played in the 7-inning game at center field. He walked a couple of times, grounded out to second, and struck out in that game. A 4-0 win, seems like a while ago. Foul back and out of play, so 0-1. 0-2, is it? No, 0-1. Two-1, he says. And that's out of the zone. Sun is shining. 3-1. And a swing and a miss by Gilliam makes it a 3-2 count. And that one skips in, and he walked him. That will bring up Casey Alvey. Casey's had a day. Hit a double and a run scored. Popped out to pitcher, flew out to left, and popped out to third in that 7-inning win. They throw to first back in time. Everybody's safe. 6-2 Alberta here in their final at bats, I believe. 1-0 to Casey. Got things starting. The first of 3 doubles in the first inning of the actual game. They scored all 4 of their runs in that first inning on 3 doubles. One, a bases clearing double by Ethan Hauser. Strike is called. It's 1-1 as they've interspersed throws to first. Again, these are exhibition innings. They're working on things and putting people in other different situations. And the 1-1 is lifted to center, but caught for out number 1. Hit it right at the guy. So staying at first is Gilliam. And up to bat is Drew Elvey. Drew started the game as a third baseman and had a strikeout and a pop out to third. And then was replaced by Brendan Soper. And this one gets away from the catcher. Down to second goes Gilliam. 1-0 with 1 out. Strike is called there in a 1-1 count. One out and a runner at second. Excuse me. Is that as low? 2. I thought it was 1-1. I guess it's 1-1 now. The first wild pitch, though, I thought was a ball. There should be 2-1. We'll see what the ump says after this pitch. I'm thinking he'll. Well, now he won't because it's a ground. Oh, that was foul. Hit the plate. So foul ball, 1-2. Or is it? After this, he should flash the sign. Two and 2, as I suspected. With a runner at second, 1 out. That's a breaking pitch that goes too far outside, and it's 3-2. Collins pitching, and Ulvey hitting. High pop fly that drops in front of the center fielder. Everybody safe at the corners with 1 out. Base hit there for Drew. And that brings up Ethan Hauser. He of the 3 RBI double in the first inning of the actual game. Followed that up with a single, and then he was taken out after 3 innings of that win. Here earlier today. Skipped in there for ball 1. First and third, 1 out. That is behind third base, tracking, and losing. That was kind of a dip out there, and I think he stepped into that and lost his balance a little bit and was unable to catch it. Scores the run. It's going to be a base hit and an RBI for young Mr. Hauser as he continues his torrid hitting here. His 4th RBI of the day. Still only 1 out. And now runners at first and second. 7-2. 1-0. Batter, Brendan Soper. Lifts one. It's a base hit to center. And that will score a run as rounding third and cruising in with the 8th run is Drew Olvey. And now we're first and second with 1 out. 8-2. Have they seen enough? Can they just end it whenever they want? We just keep sending the batters up. Aiden Jensen now. Combined 12-2 in the 10 innings. 2 outs short of 10 innings played. That's fouled. Strike 1. And that's outside 1-1. Same spot as before. They're just getting right over second base into shallow center. That's going to score another one as the relay is behind there. And 9-2. Albert Lee. Again, first and second with 1 out. And they continue on here. I got to get 2 more outs. We could be here till 6 o'clock. The Albert Lee's playing so well. It's good to see, though. These guys are the future of our baseball team in the coming years. And they got the win earlier to go to 4-1. There's a conference on the mound going on. I would just say hit the cars and go home, boys. I think we've seen enough. But they're going to put another pitcher in, I think. So let's take the break, and we'll come back with more, hopefully the conclusion of the action here from Highfield on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertleelive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Still taking warm-up tosses out there is Bjorn Hess. And lining up to face him, and I don't blame them. They've been doing so well offensively, Albert Lee. Nate Herr and Cooper Rassler due up next here. They're getting a look at this guy's arsenal as he warms up. And the last of his warm-up pitches coming up. It's only one out here in this 10th inning. Albert Lee having won the actual 7-inning game 4-0 behind a strong pitching day for Casey Elvey. The 8 strikeouts and the complete game shutout. But they had a 6-0 lead here, but gave up a couple in the top of the third extra inning here, and then have scored 3 here, and there's half of the third to take a 9-2 lead. Strike is in, but this guy throws, what is that, a knuckleball? That thing was floating in there. Strike 1 to Herr. Now some discussion going on. We don't need discussion. We need pitches. It's been a long day already, and it's almost like playing a doubleheader here, just 3 extra innings. It's a game and a half, basically. And I don't know what, is he doing something illegal? They haven't called a balk or anything. I don't know. The umpire's going to go out and check with with the pitcher there, and he's got to come set. They're just warning him that here's how you do it, buddy. Especially with the runners on base, you've got to come set. And now some more discussion. This is lasting longer than it needs to. And that one is blistered to left, but it's hanging up and caught by the left fielder. 2 down. Mercifully getting to the last out of this afternoon, I believe. It will be for me whether they play anymore or not. I've got to go get the children and get ready for Father's Day activities at my place. And up to bat is Cooper Rassler. On the ground to short, scooped up there. He doesn't go the short way to second, which would have been an easy way out. I think they called him out, and I don't even know if he was, but I think everybody just said that's enough. Enough is enough, and we'll call it a game. So, Albert Lee winning 4-0 in the actual 7-inning game to go to 4-1 on the year. They'll play again next week here. A couple of times. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday games here on Albert Lee Live for you. Yes, good showing here. They're off to a real good start here. And, of course, the Legion team had a 1-0 start. So things looking good for Albert Lee baseball right now. The high school varsity team got all the way to the section consolation championship. Should have won that one. Oh, they had it in their grasp. But it would have been tough to beat East twice. However, it would have been nice to have the chance. That's all I'm saying. But that'll do it from here.